Hi everybody and welcome to this new tutorial. My name is Alex and today I want to introduce you to the Wikipedia voice assistant with Python. That means we want to build together a voice assistant which is able to look things up for us on Wikipedia and get back to us with a reply in speech form. Okay, so let me show you a quick demo so you will know what you can expect from this video. Okay, let's go.
Hi there. My name is Rita and I am your Wikipedia advisor. Can you tell me your name?
Alex.
Hi Alex, what can I do for you?
Please look something up on Wikipedia.
I am happy to help. Let me know what I should search for you on Wikipedia.
Donald Trump.
Donald John Trump, born June 14, 1946, is an American politician, media personality, and businessman who served as the 45th President of the United States from 2017 to 2021.
San Francisco.
San Francisco, Spanish for Saint Francis, officially the city and county of San Francisco, is a cultural, commercial, and financial center in the U.S. state of California.
Shut down.
I hope you have found the information you were searching for. I wish you a great day.
Okay, so this was the demo of the upcoming tutorial. Okay, I hope you'll like it. If this is the case, stay with me, and now we jump directly and start coding. Okay, let's go. Okay, as you may know from my last voice assistant videos, I want to use the Jupyter Notebook as our IDE. And before we start writing our first line of code, we need to do a few installations. That means here I go to the CMD, to command prompt, and first of all I install pip install speech recognition. So watch out for typos. So let's run it. Now you will see that I've already installed everything on my device. Number 2 is pip install GTTS. Okay. Second one. Afterwards, what do we have? We have play sound. Pip install play sound. Okay. Number 3. Then number 4 is Wikipedia. Okay, it's obviously because we need to make use of the Wikipedia module. Okay, pip install Wikipedia. And now we should be good to go. Okay, let's minimize the window and start to import everything. So first, import speech recognition as SR. Okay, this is our alias. Number 2 is from GTTS. We have to import GTTS. Okay. Number 3, import play sound. Number 4, import Wikipedia. And finally, import OS. Okay, OS is the operating system, and it's actually a part of Python itself. So that means we don't have to install it manually from our command prompt. Okay, so that's it. Let me run it. And now let me just highlight that here we have our imports. Okay, so this is the import part. Okay. Then we have, next one, we have the code building. Okay. Here we want to build our main code. And now let's go ahead and do it. So again, as you maybe have seen the previous videos regarding the voice assistant, as you may know, I always start to create 2 main functions. Okay, the first one is the speech to text function, and the second one is the text to speech. So here we have speech to text. Next one will be text to speech. And I also prefer to give our system different names. In this example, or in this tutorial, I will name our assistant as Rita. Okay, so let's go ahead and create Rita_listen. Okay, reader_listen. And what do we have to do is the following. First of all, we have to create our recognizer. Again, the logic here is that we want to speak something into our microphone and get back a text. Okay, so first let's create our recognizer, sr.recognizer number 1. Then we need to make use of the with statement, so it's with sr.microphone, okay, as our source, and we need also to create another variable, which is in this case audio. Why? Because now in this step we want to make use of the listen function. So r.listen, and we have to listen to our source, okay, which is the microphone. Okay, so this is the logic behind it. In the next step, we need to work with an API and to convert our audio to text. Okay, so it's r.recognize Google. Okay, and here, so let me just show you. If you go to R, which is here, okay, SR recognizer, and SR is the speech recognition. Okay, now if you go to R dot, you see here we have, one second, no, it's not what I wanted to show you. R dot, okay, this is it. Okay, so then go for R dot R or R dot recognize, and here you will see different options you can use. Okay, we have IBM, Google, Bing, and so on and so forth. We want to go with the Google API, so click on this one. And now let's go ahead and provide one parameter here, and this will be the audio. Okay, so recognize Google, and this is actually the audio variable here. Okay, this is it. Next one, the next requirement is we want just have lowercase text. Okay, so we don't want to mess up with upper cases, lower cases, and so on. That means every text should be get back as lowercase text. Okay, so it's text equals to text dot lower. Okay, and then we want obviously return a text. Okay, so let's see if this actually works. So let's run the cell, and then I want to provide another section or another part. Let's say this is the example section. Okay, or let's say it's the testing section. Okay, it sounds better. So now this is our heading. Okay, let's go ahead and make use of the reader listen function. And now we have to say something and take a look if we get back the proper text. Okay, so here we use one variable, and after we say something, we want to print it out. Let's see if this works. Hello, this is a short test if our function is working properly. Awesome. So you see here we have exact the same stuff what I've just told to my microphone. Okay, and this is fine. This was actually the first function we need. The second one is the reader talk function. Okay, now we have the complete opposite stuff. Now we need to create a function which is able to convert text to speech. Here, let's provide one variable. Let's say it's text. Okay, and first of all, what we have to do is we have to create an audio data. So it's file underscore name, and let's name it as audio data.mp3. Okay, first of all, let's create it, and I can also provide one comment here. So let's say it's create audio file or audio data. It doesn't matter for now. Then we want to convert text to speech. That means here we have to make use of the Google text to speech library, or yeah, so this is what we have to use. So that means here in this example, it's TTS for the first variable. Then we have GTTS, okay, GTTS. And here, let's start with the opening brackets. And here you can now see this documentation. If you click on plus, you can scroll down and read through it if you want to. But for now, we need to know that we have to provide a text, okay, and a language. So for now, text equals to text, okay? And don't get confused. This text here is what we have to input here, okay? And this one is the parameter of Google text-to-speech. That's it. This is number one. And the second argument is the language. And the language here is just English, okay? This should be it. Next step is to save the file here. Okay, so now let's go for tts.save, and we want to save the file name. Okay, then we want to play the file. Here we can make use of the play sound function. So play sound.play sound, and we want to play this data, which is stored inside this variable here. Okay, and finally let's remove the file. That means os.remove. Remove the file, which is the file name here. Okay, this is actually the whole logic. Okay, so now let's see if this text-to-speech function works. That means here we have to provide a text, okay, and with this logic, if everything works fine, we are able to listen to what we have typed as a text. Okay, so this is the logic. Let's run this one. Let's go back down to the testing section, and now let's replace it with Rita talk, and let's now write something down. This is a quick test to see if the system works. Okay, now let's run this one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This is a quick test to see if the system works.
Awesome. So you see here, this also works perfectly fine. That means now we have a speech-to-text function and a text-to-speech function. Okay, this is what we want to achieve. Next one, we need to make use of, first please let me drink something. So now let's go ahead with the Wikipedia module. What we have to do here, let's scroll down to the testing section, and I want to show you how we can use it actually. So this is, to be honest, very, very straightforward. What we need to do is let's provide one variable, wiki_result equals to Wikipedia, what we've imported, okay, Wikipedia.summary, and you see here we have a lot of different functions which we can use, okay, but we need the summary function. Okay, let's do it. So Wikipedia summary. Now here you can again click on plus and read the documentation if you want to. But for now, what we need to do is the following. We need to provide a title, or let's say our search query, and the amount of sentences which we want to be given back to us. Okay, so let's go. Let's say our first query is Donald Trump, okay, comma, sentences, let's say we want to have one sentence, okay. Next one, let's print out the result here. Let's see if this works. Okay, this works perfectly fine, okay. And now let's say we want to have not one sentence, but let's say 4 sentences, okay, 4 sentences. Let's run this one, and you see here this text is larger right now. Okay, we have more text, more information. Okay, but let's make it actually quite simple and choose one sentence here. Okay, and now in the next step, what I want to do is I want this to be given back with our text-to-speech function, okay? So with Rita talk. That means here, let's go ahead for Rita talk, okay? And let's run this one, okay? Let's go.
Donald John Trump, born June 14, 1946, is an American politician, media personality, and businessman who served as the 45th President of the United States from 2017 to 2021.
Okay, so here we have the exact same result, with the only difference that now we don't have the text, but the speech form, okay? This is what we wanted to achieve. So this was actually the whole logic. I guess this, this should be the whole basic stuff for our project. Now we need to think how can we actually combine everything with our assistant. Okay, let's see how we can do it. Actually, it's more or less straightforward. What we have to do is we need to create another function, which is the Rita reply function. And here we want to get back the reply based on our query, okay, or based on our question. So function which will give us a reply based on our specific query, okay, or let's say question. Okay, so this is actually the short description of this function here. And let's say the keyword should be Wikipedia, okay, so I guess this is quite obvious. So if Wikipedia in text, now it's query, right? If Wikipedia in query, what we want to have is, I told you I want to build it a little bit more interactive. That means here I need to make use of the Rita talk function, okay? And now I want to get back the reply of our assistant. I am happy to help. Let me know what I should search for you on Wikipedia, okay? This is what we want to have from our assistant, okay? Then we want to be redirected to our while loop, okay? So while true, we want to make use of the Rita listen function, okay? Because now we need to ask something or provide the information what we want the system to look up on Wikipedia, okay? Hope this makes sense. Let's provide one variable, wiki_listen equals to Rita listen, okay? Here we have our first step. Then in the next one, what we need to do is the following. So we have actually two different possibilities, okay? Either we ask for a specific keyword, which the system should look up for us, or we say shut down, okay? That means Wikipedia will stop working, okay? This is actually the logic for now. That means now we can build it with a simple if statement. So if wiki listen does not equal to shut down, or let's make it the other way around, okay? So let's say if shut down not in wiki listen, then we want to have another variable, so wiki_result equals to. So now we can actually copy this part here, because here we tell our system, or we use the Wikipedia module to look something up for us, okay? So let's copy this one, paste it here, and now we don't want to hard code the query or our question, okay? Here we want to provide wiki listen. That means, I hope you got this point right now, because this is very important. Here the system is actually listen to what we want to know, okay? It will save it in this variable. And if we don't say shut down, okay, then this query will be transferred here, okay, to this statement. That means here with wikipedia.summary, we are going to search for this specific keyword on Wikipedia, okay? So, or let's say not we, not us, it will be the system who will search this stuff for us, okay? And again, here we want to use one sentence. Next one, we also want to print it out. So wiki result should be printed out, okay? And then in the next step, what we want to do is actually what we have done here, okay? This is right now what we want to achieve. We want not the text back, we want to have the result in speech form. So we have seen it a few moments ago, how we can use the Rita talk function. And here we have the wiki result, okay? Wiki result. So I hope this makes sense right now. Okay, so then we have this if statement. And now we need also to provide the else statement. That means here we have if shut down, not in wiki listen. So if we don't say shut down, we will look up Wikipedia with our individual question, or so what we want to look for, okay? But else, if we say shut down, we want our system to reply, Rita reply, I hope you have found the information you were searching for, okay? I wish you a great day. Okay, and then finally we want to break out of this while loop. This is actually the logic, okay? So, and what we also have to do is the following. So in the very beginning, okay, when Rita reply is actually invoked, okay, the system will see if we say Wikipedia, okay? If we say Wikipedia, we will be directed into the while loop. And now let's say we say something different, or the system just does not get our point, then we also want to have a reply, okay? So let's say it's Rita talk, and she should say, sorry, at this moment I can just look things up on Wikipedia for you, okay? This is the logic right now. Let's save it. No error messages so far. This looks actually quite good. And now we have to create our next function, which is then able to execute the assistant, okay? So execute assistant. That means here, let's create another function, execute underscore wiki underscore assistant, okay? And once we call this function here, what will happen is the following. So again, I told you I want to make it more interactive. That means here we also want to have a personal approach. That means that the system talks to us. Hi there, my name is Rita and I am your Wikipedia advisor. Can you tell me your name? Okay, so the system is asking us for our name, and then we need to work with the listen function and create another variable to store the result. Okay, so here we want to tell our name, and it should be actually stored inside this variable here. All right, that means here Rita listen, it will listen to what we say to our microphone, okay, and store it inside this variable here. Then next step, we want to get back a reply. Again, this should be dynamic and interactive. So it's Rita talk, and she wants to say hi plus a listen name. So this is the individual name. Okay, if you say my name is I don't know, Manfred, she will talk to you, hi Manfred, blah blah blah. Okay, so hi plus listen name plus what can I do for you? Okay, this is what she what she will reply. Okay, and then actually now comes the most important part. Now it's important what I will say here. Okay, so let's say it's listen assistant equals to Rita listen, because now the system is listening to us again. Rita listen. Then we also want to see what we have said. Okay, so let's print it out. Listen assistant. And now comes the very important part. We have Rita reply. Okay, and this is actually this function. And as you can remember, we have this input parameter. Okay, so this is our query. And this query in this example will be what question we ask. Okay, so this one. That means this listen assistant is actually our parameter, listen assistant, for Rita reply. Okay, so here, for example, if she says, okay, hi Alex, what can I do for you? And I will ask the system, can you look something up on Wikipedia? Okay, that means this sentence where Wikipedia is included will be stored inside this variable here. Excuse me, sorry, now I'm confused myself. It will be stored inside this variable here, okay? Listen assistant. And then we give this parameter to Rita reply, okay? And now we have Rita reply with our query, which is, can you look something up on Wikipedia? And the system understands that Wikipedia is inside this query, and then we will be directed to this while loop. Okay, if I say, for example, blah blah blah, it will notice that Wikipedia is not in the query, and then we will get to this else block. Okay, this is actually the whole logic behind it. And now let me just run this function here, run function. So it's execute wiki assistant. Okay, so now before I run this whole block here, I want to do two short modifications. The first one is in line 35. If shutdown not in wiki listen, I want to change it to if wiki listen does not equal to shut down. Okay, this is the first one because I tried several times on my device with the other way around. Sometimes it worked, sometimes not. I don't know why, but this will definitely work. Then we have Rita reply. Okay, and this was, sorry for that, it was my mistake. Rita talk is the correct one. This is the function we want to use. Okay, so now let's cross our fingers and let's run this block.
Hi there. My name is Rita and I am your Wikipedia advisor. Can you tell me your name?
Alex.
Hi Alex, what can I do for you?
Please search something for me on Wikipedia.
I am happy to help. Let me know what I should search for you on Wikipedia.
Mike Tyson.
Michael Gerard Tyson, born June 30th, 1966, is an American former professional boxer who competed from 1985 to 2005.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Spanish for the Meadows, often known simply as Vegas, is the 26th most populous city in the United States, the most populous city in the state of Nevada, and the county seat of Clark County.
Shut down.
I hope you have found the information you were searching for. I wish you a great day.
Okay, so this was it. Again, now when I told shut down, okay, I was redirected to this else block, and with the first two queries, I did not say shut down, okay, so not equal to shut down, and then we were able to get the information about the two queries. Here it was Mike Tyson and Las Vegas, okay, and this is actually, yeah, so this is actually it from my side. For me, it was very fun. I hope you liked it. If you have any kind of questions, as always, leave it in the comment section, and I see you in one of the upcoming tutorials. Okay, stay safe. Bye bye.